Hey guys, I'm Antonette for Austin Underground, and right now I'm sitting here with Fifi Rong, who's in town for South by Southwest. Hi Fifi, how are you?
Hello. Thank you for having me.
No, we're glad to have you. How are you liking South by so far?
Very good.
You very good?
Yeah, the weather is amazing, the temperature and the sun. Environment's great.
Yes.
Yeah, arrived last night and it has been good.
That's awesome. Well, first things first, I want to get into a little bit of your music background. I read a little bit about you, and you're not only a singer and a songwriter, but you're also a producer.
Yeah, most of my time has been invested in the production itself, actually. Yeah, the singing and recording, writing, it kind of comes natural, whereas production, it takes more time. It takes more time, the recording and the editing and doing everything myself. That's kind of the most part of my life that's devoted to that part.
Yeah, so which came first? Was it singing, songwriting, production?
Actually, production. Because I haven't really mastered any instrument to a performance level. So in that case, and the technology came along. So I kind of starting to use technology to make beats and make stuff. And then that you can edit over a piano, or you have infinite choices of instruments. So that's how it started. And so with the beats, with a basic production, that I can make stuff, I can sing stuff to it, and then that's how I find out my writing kind of that was within me. I didn't know that before, but singing was always came kind of but a lot of people can sing, so I didn't think it was anything special. Yeah.
Okay, that's great. And when did you start making music professionally, or taking it more seriously and thinking this was something that you could do long term?
I think it was a time when I met my first collaborator called Tricky. It's a British trip hop a legend. That's when I was kind of experimenting stuff and put it on. Back then it was MySpace, and he found out and he thought, oh, you have something really special, and then go and make an album. And then with that push, because I was a big fan of his, so I thought, okay, if he thought I was special, maybe I have something. That's how one thing led to another, and then there's other producers, other people who I respect thought there was something special. So there's always this step to know yourself through making music.
That's wonderful. And so skipping a little bit to the present, you just mentioned that you have some new music out. The latest single that I'd heard from you was Future Never Comes.
Yes.
But you also have some music coming out. Tell me about that.
Okay, cool. The last single that was late last year, and I've been in the meantime I've been making my album. It's kind of an ongoing process. So in the meantime, I'm putting out singles as well. So at the moment, I'm gonna do a single, and now it's just preparation.
Okay.
The new single is called Same Road. I'm gonna be showcasing it in South by in my new set. So the people who are in the audience, they will be the first bunch of people who listen.
Exciting.
Get to listen to it.
So we're gonna get a little bit of a premiere.
Yes.
During South by.
Yeah, and let's see how people feel about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
But it'll be too late anyway, because I've decided on the track. So just get a sense of.
Yes. Do you mind me asking how far along you are with the album, and sort of what it sounds like, or what some of the themes are for the project?
It's kind of I thought it would be. It depends on your how far you want to take it, because you can take it. There is an infinite level you want to. If you have time, you want to improve it a little bit more. So if I wanted to stop it, I could have stopped it a year ago. But I didn't. I just keep writing, and then you just kind of, okay, that's a better song. Okay, that goes in. But it's a common thing, because people grow, people evolve. Your sound's starting to evolve as well. Constantly making things, and then you think, okay, that is. And also you want to think of the songs if they can stand the test of time. Is that how you say it?
No, yeah. That's really important.
So I would say I can stop it anytime I
Yeah.
want, but let's see if there's more stuff coming, in the
That's
meantime, while I'm putting out singles.
Yeah, so it seems like you're constantly trying to improve and make the writing better, the music better.
The production will never stop.
Yeah.
You can change, you can improve infinitely. Really, there is no. That's a common problem with producers because they don't know when to stop.
Art is
yes.
I heard once like art is never finished, it's merely abandoned. So
Yeah.
it seems like you definitely feel that in your creative process.
Kind of,
Yeah. Also, I got a chance a little bit to watch some of your music videos, which are really interesting. I saw the one for Future Never Comes. It had sort of a cinematic, like futuristic feel to it.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you, how involved are you with the creation of your music videos?
Well, it's basically everything is really DIY with my stuff, and so is my visual side of things. And then I have like a visual art partner called Paris Sewell, and we create a lot of images and photos and artwork and videos together.
Mm-hmm.
So how I create with him is I tell him, show him the song, and then tell him what the song is about.
Okay.
And then starting to kind of like get a feel of it. And then we would just like a brainstorm, and usually we just like have a little bit idea here and there, and sometimes we just kind of telepathically like almost come up with the idea altogether. So okay, that's the one. Sometimes last minute, and then there's a lot of a sense of experimentation as well. Something click into place.
Yes.
That's how it happens. But it's always there is a sense of ease. It's always been flowing, and it never felt like it was it go from the traditional way of like making a video. It just happens with him.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's great that you have a creative partner who you guys are like really cohesive together. Speaking of collaborations, I have to ask you about a collaboration that you did last year with Skepta. You're featured on his album Konnichiwa. Tell me about what it was like working with him.
Actually, we recorded the song quite a few years back. It wasn't last year because last year the album came out.
Yes.
But that wasn't when it was recorded. It was another really like kind of ease and flow type of collaboration. We sort of like he found me on Twitter or something and heard my music, and he said, "Oh, let's do a session."
Okay.
And then it happened, and that was the first thing that I went into the studio, and then he said his idea, and then we sort of like just did it.
That's awesome. That's great. I mean,
because it was so quick, and it doesn't even have, like usually a lot of things happen when it's kind of like in moment kind of thing. You don't really remember. It wasn't like a formal thing.
That's wonderful. Well, thank you for working with him. I really enjoyed the album. But so before we go, do you want to give out any of your social media handles, or let people know where they can find about your work or anything that's going to be coming out soon? Yeah,
just FifiRong.com.
Okay.
And all the social media is all like with the Fifi Rong. Apart from Facebook music is Fifi Rong Music, but all the other ones, Instagram, Twitter, and what other ones?
Facebook, Twitter, Instagram.
All of those. I have like a more updates, like a latest updates, and and with the shows during South by from tomorrow to the end of the week, is on the schedule of the South by website. I think.
Okay.
So,
You're going to be here all week performing.
Just getting ready. But I'm taking in the so far the energy has been great.
That's awesome.
I really enjoyed this morning the fair of it's a technology exhibition.
Yes.
So, that was really cool.
Yes. Well, I hope you enjoy. I really enjoy your time here in Austin for South by Southwest. Hope you have great performances as well.
Oh, thank you, and come down to one of the shows.
Yes, we need to go. We need to go watch Fifi, you guys. But thank you so much for sitting down with me.
Thank you very much.
It's been a pleasure. With Austin Underground, I'm Antonette. Thanks for watching.